Hi guys, welcome to the second part of this week's Coffee and Ale Show, taking you through the single issues into the store for this new comic book day. A little bit of housekeeping just first of all. Obviously in light of Diamond US going into administration, Diamond UK is largely unaffected, but they have had to set up some new supply chains to get certain titles this side of the world. So they haven't really skipped a beat with DC and Marvel, for example, but they had to set up a new supply chain with Image Comics. So we haven't had any new Image titles for the last 2 weeks. I know a few of you guys have been really excited for certain series that have supposed to be out by now, but we've been informed this week that all the product from those 2 weeks will now be in next week's delivery along with next week's releases, and they should be back to normal scheduled dates. So fingers crossed that is the case. Miss some Image Comics at the moment. Obviously as well, just keep in mind the signing this coming Saturday, Garth Ennis and Mike Perkins, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So first signing of 2025, hopefully the first of a couple. But really looking forward. I think it's going to be a really good turnout. We'll have loads of stuff on the day. And of course, you're more than welcome to bring your own stuff as well. But to take you through the single issues this week, as I say, it's a big DC week. It's a relatively big Marvel week. And then there's not a lot of indie stuff, just with, as I say, some of the delivery issues there has been. So we'll kick things off with the variants. We have Absolute Superman number 4 this week. So we've got a couple of different variants from that. First of all, we have the Raza variant cover there. As well as that, we have the David Talaski variant cover for issue 4 as well. As everybody knows, Absolute Superman, my favorite DC book at the moment. We also have the Retailer Incentive 1 to 25 variant cover by Karen Grant for Absolute Superman 4. And we finish off with the Retailer Incentive 1 to 50 Virgin variant cover by David Talaski as well. And it arrived in absolutely immaculate shape. Next up, it's a big week when you have new Batman as well. So Batman 157 is Chip Zdarsky's last issue. So a couple of variants to go along with that. We have the Retailer Incentive 1 to 50 by Rafael Grassetti. First of all, Batman 157. We have a foil variant cover by Jorge Jimenez, a nice little ode to the first issue of Chip's run with a very similar cover. We have the Mitch Dreads Hush variant cover as well for Batman 157. After that, we move on to Batgirl, Sousa Maika doing a variant cover for issue 4 of the Batgirl series. Next up, we have Batman The Long Halloween. So this is going to be part of a full-length run of facsimiles for the entire 13-issue miniseries. They're also doing foil variant covers for those. And then we finish off DC with Two-Face issue 3, and Christian Ward doing a rather glorious variant cover for that. Moving away from there and on to Marvel, we have new printings in this week for All New Venom number 1. So we have Iban Coelho doing second printing variant covers. We have Star Wars Legacy of Vader out this week. E.M. Geist doing the variant cover for that. Kylo Ren, of course, in the shadow of Darth Vader. Ultimates 9 is this week. So again, we've got some variant covers. We have, first of all, from Lee and Hugh, showing the Luke Cage of the Ultimate Universe. We have Gleb Melnikov showing off the Ultimates lineup there for issue 9. And we finish off on the variants with the Retailer Incentive 1 to 25 variant cover from Torrin Clark. So that is the variant side of things. We move on then to the series themselves. So kicking things off with DC, we have Absolute Superman number 4. As I say, my favorite book of the Absolute line. You have Jason Aaron writing duties and Rafa Sandoval on art. We also got restocks this week of Absolute Wonder Woman number 4, which is just as well as we sold out of issue 4. The Absolute books just fly out. We got new printings in for Absolute Wonder Woman 2 and 3 as well. And we have number 1s on the way. So again, if you're playing catch up with the Absolute stuff, just inquire with us. There's always new printings and we'll always get you sorted out with whatever you need. As I say, Batman issue 157, the last issue for Chip Zdarsky. Jorge Jimenez is joining him on art duties here along with Tony S. Daniel. That of course is the last issue before Hush 2 begins. I had mentioned Batgirl number 4. So again, continuing on with Tate Brumble's run on Batgirl and Cassandra Cain. Batman Offworld, you may have forgotten about this title, which would be a shame because it's awesome, but the release schedule has not been kind to it. But issue 6 is the last issue for Jason Aaron and Doug Mankey's sort of sci-fi Batman book Really, really good stuff. I'm going to be pushing the heck out of that when it comes to trade, and you don't have to wait any issues because it's really good. I've mentioned the Batman Long Halloween facsimiles, so again, book 1 is this week. Going to be doing a full run of the facsimiles, which I think is great to see. It's definitely one of the best Batman stories. What's cool about that facsimile as well is when it came out, it was perfect bound, so there was no adverts through it, and it's the same with this one. Harley Quinn 47 finally coming in. We were due this a couple of weeks ago, but it just decided to take forever to come. The joys of dealing with Diamond as ever. We have JSA number 4, so continuing on with Justice Society of America. Jeff Lemire writing duties there. We have Poison Ivy number 30, which of course is G. Willow Wilson and Marcio Takara continuing on with their Pamela Isley title. We have, finishing off with DC, we have Shazam issue 20, which has a guest appearance by Superman John Kent. On to Marvel, and we have the Avengers number 23. So Jed MacKay continuing on with the Avengers. We have Phoenix number 8. Stephanie Phillips continuing on with the book which has spun out of the fall of Krakoa. We have Power Man Timeless, a brand new number 1 thing. It's going to be a new 5-issue miniseries from Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing. So fantastic creative team working together there. We have Spectacular Spider-Man number 12. So continuing on with the Team Up series, Miles Morales and Peter Parker teaming up there. We have Spirits of Vengeance number 6, continuing on in the Ghost Rider universe. Speaking of the Ultimate Universe, we have new printings for Ultimate Universe 1 year in. So of course this was the one shot, sort of taking the State of the Union for 1 year into the Ultimate Universe. If you missed out on this first time around, make sure to get it. It is absolutely brilliant. Dennis Camp on writing duties for that one. Speaking of Dennis Camp, as I say, Ultimates number 9 is this week also. Continuing on with his take on the Ultimates, the Avengers of the Ultimate Universe. We have Wolverine number 6 to finish off then the Marvel stuff this week. And we've got a couple of indie titles, but just not very many, as I say. We have one from Boom Studios called Bronze Faces. So brand new number 1. The guys who did this book, they did a brilliant book not too long ago called New Masters, which was very, very good. So this is their latest book from Boom Studios. We have Frankenstein New World from the world of Hellboy. So includes contributions from all the likely lads as you'd see here, Mike Mignola, Christopher Golden, Peter Burnting and more. And then we finish off indie with Savage Tales, a brand new number 1 from Dynamite Comics as well. So that's everything this week in terms of single issues. As I say, a quieter week when it comes to the indie stuff. We're going to be back on track next week with the Image titles, so hopefully you won't miss out on anything that's been released in the last couple of weeks. So it's going to be a big delivery next week. But yeah, as I say, keep in mind guys, sign in this Saturday, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, Garth Ennis, Mike Perkins, free signing in store. But as ever, I hope this proved useful for you, keeping you up to date with the new single issues that are out. Hopefully I'll see you in the store throughout the week and on the Saturday for the signing. And until then, take it easy.